WIFO-FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Butter Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jesup.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jesup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to the barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Hi, I'm Raymond Brown.
And I'm Mandy Yeomans. At First Southern Bank, our customers are like family. As a locally owned community bank, we're dedicated to helping our clients succeed.
We have loans for every need, whether it's personal or business. We have lines of credit, auto loans, equipment loans, and of course, we offer mortgages. Stop by our bank or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
The world-famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. On the phone with us right now, State Senator Blake Tillery. Bob, take it away.
Okay, again, we're joined by State Senator Blake Tillery. It's Tuesdays with Tillery. And Blake, the big news last week is the House passed the mid-year budget, so I know you're happy about that. Talk about the budget and about the fact they passed it and how soon can it get passed on the other side.
Well, good morning. Right now, actually, on the TV on my wall, I'm watching some of the subcommittee hearings because our Senate subcommittee meeting started this morning at 7:30. We're running our General Government Subcommittee and our Criminal Justice Subcommittee right now. In fact, I'm watching Commissioner Tyrone Oliver from the Department of Corrections present as we speak. So those are running in the background right here. We've got another 2 this afternoon and 8 total subcommittees of appropriation. So as soon as we get done with those, then the Senate will be able to roll out its budget. It'll probably take us about a week or 2 to get through these, but it's coming on pretty fast.
A big part of the budget, if it gets approved, the governor's promising money back. There's that one-time exemption for homeowners. I was asking Stephen Meeks yesterday about that, how that's going to work. So tell us how that's going to work for the people looking to get that money back.
Yeah, it's actually in code. It's been in code for dozens of years already. When the rewrite of the state constitution was put in I guess, 83, it was included. So it's older than me. But it's going to be a dollar set off for property taxes if that is your homestead. In the past, it was somewhere around the $200 to $250 mark. I think it one time reached possibly as high as $400. It depends on your millage rate in your counties, and it's an $18,000 addition to whatever your county's homestead exemption rate is, which the base for some is around $2,000. So, I mean, it'd be 9 times the normal in a base county, and then some counties that I represent and that your listeners are from have a floating exemption. It'll still be a bonus to them as well, and it might not be the same percentage bonus, but it'll still be a hefty sum back for their families to cover things right now that are just abnormally large because of inflation. I mean, even eggs are out of this world on prices right now.
You mentioned some of the other highlights of the budget. I know they're going to, I think Stephen mentioned they're going to fully fund QBE again. Just you know more about the budget than anybody, so give us the highlights.
Yeah, I mean, the changes that Stephen hit, I'm sure, are the big ones. There's some things in this one we've got to look through. Remember, the amended budget is generally just a true-up. We don't normally start any new programs or fund any new positions. It's just a true-up of what we thought costs were going to be from the year before. So if costs have come in lower, we pull those funds back and reallocate them. If costs have come in higher, then we look to see, first of all, why, and if we definitely still wanted those things to continue, usually it's education, then we fund that increase. So really, maybe I'm too much in the weeds of it, but I can't hit the high notes. I'm afraid I'm too deep already.
Vote 170-1. Were you surprised that one person voted against it?
Oh no, I was actually surprised that more did.
I was going to say 171. That's pretty strong.
The House is we're so much more civil over on the Senate side. So the House. You know how many of those folks are going to vote no?
So what's on the agenda for today and this week?
Today's busy. As I told you, you've got 2 subcommittees running right now on appropriations already. It's Forestry Day at the Capitol, so you've got a lot of folks from back home down here. It's also PTA Day at the Capitol, so the parent-teacher organizations are around, and then it's Pastors Day. So I know several pastors from home have already reached out to me. They had breakfast over at the Twin Towers building, and the prayer service already praying for us for wisdom and just peace and patience through this time. So a lot of folks, as you know, over the past 2 years, we haven't talked about a whole lot of groups that have come to visit because it just haven't been. The Capitol's been pretty much shut down like the rest of the country. But things are picking back up, and folks are visiting again. It's a lively building. I hope some more folks from home come up and visit soon.
And again, as we have you on, a lot of people want to get a hold of you and ask questions and things like that. So what's the best way to get a hold of Blake Tillery while he's in Atlanta?
Yeah. You can always call the office up here, 404-656-0089 or 404-656-5038. It'll get right to me. Or just call or text my cell phone. It's 912-245-9915. And a couple other things going on today. We'll have some more budget hearings. We have different groups that are coming in to present about graduate medical education. They're looking to see about starting some residency programs a little closer to our home. And then at 4 o'clock today, I've got to present my telephone solicitation bill, something big from last year. If you're tired of getting bugged at your dinner table or even on your cell phone from folks who are calling even though you're on a do not call list, well, I think that we need to make it a little bit easier to go after those folks and make that stop. That's why we have the do not call list to begin with. So hopefully I'll get through the Senate regulated industries today. We can talk about that a little bit more next week.
Just curious, you give out that information for people to call you and contact you. And have you heard from people? What's on their mind?
Yeah, the funny thing is the thing that the papers think folks are worried about, they're not. I get very, very few comments about gambling. I get a whole lot, which the paper up here seems to act like that's the biggest issue in the world. I get a lot more comments about things that are going on concerning crime back home. Depending on which community you're in, sometimes it's about local issues that really aren't related to the state government, but sometimes I can help point folks to the right folks there. We had Frances Jernigan was up here, the clerk of Wayne County was up here yesterday about an issue that's that she feels is important to her, and so it's good to see her. Anytime her and Mr. Bird are nice people, so it's always good to see folks from home. The funny thing to me, I guess what makes me laugh the most is the things that might make the headlines or sell the papers aren't necessarily what seems like bothers people back home. They care about their taxes, they care about inflation, they care about their kids going to good schools. So that's usually what folks are asking me about.
Okay, Blake. Once again, it's always good to talk to you on Tuesdays with Tillery. Again, stay safe in Atlanta, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good morning.
All right, take care, Blake. All right, world-famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. That was State Senator Blake Tillery calling in from the Gold Dome up there in Atlanta, talking about what's going on in the Senate up there. 105.5 FM in Jesup, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. Representing the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce is Candy Harris this morning. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I understand that you were third on the list to come in this morning to represent the chamber.
Yet I'm here.
You're here.
Third choice of charm, I guess.
That's right. Well, we're glad that you're here.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Candy. And tell us what's going on with the Wayne County Chamber of Commerce.
Well, the first thing I want to talk about is an event that we're holding tomorrow. It's the Career Expo 2023. This event came out of a need for many local businesses to recruit employees. We've had our manufacturers that have been needing employees desperately, and so in a meeting we had last year with our WorkSource Wayne group, who focuses on workforce development for more for students, but anyway, they wanted us to do something, to do a career fair where they could hire employees. So we started talking about that together because that benefits both the Chamber and the IDA. We all want to help our local businesses and support them, and so we started putting together this Career Expo, and it's come together very nicely. We've got over 30 employers that are registered to be there tomorrow in all sorts of fields, from manufacturing to healthcare to government, retail, restaurants, automotive. I mean, we've got a really good diverse group that's going to be there tomorrow recruiting people. And this is a hiring event.
I know, that's what's so interesting about it. It's just not a job fair recruiting. It's also a hiring event.
Yes. So some of our businesses will be doing interviews on site. And so, if you come and you want a job, you may just walk away with one tomorrow evening. Or, I'm sure a lot will follow up to set up interviews at a later time. But anyway, we think it's going to be a really good event, and we just want to encourage job seekers to come. You can register to be there if you're a job seeker, but you don't have to. However, if you'd like to, you can go to the Chamber's Facebook page, find this Career Expo 23 post, and there's a link there where you can register.
Okay.
And I want to mention the sponsors for this event, because without them, we wouldn't be able to do it. But our manufacturers have really come together and done a great job of supporting this, and they include Chemours, EAM Corporation, Georgia Power, Great Southern Wood Preserving, RYAM, Sierra International Machinery, and Wayne Memorial Hospital. So thank you all for your financial support to put out the advertising that we've needed to get response to this Career Expo
and
tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. What time?
Yes, from 2 until 3. We will have high school and Coastal Pines students exclusively. Mm-hmm. So before 3, when the high school students, have to leave school, we're going to bring them in first, so they'll have time to walk around and talk to any of the employers they want to. And then at 3 o'clock, we'll open the doors to the public job seekers, adults and teenagers that hadn't already been there, and we'll be there for them from 3 to 7 p.m.
Okay. Sounds good. That's tomorrow at Coastal Pines.
Yes, tomorrow at Coastal Pines in the Polytech Center.
All right. What else is going on with the Chamber of Commerce, Candy?
Let's see.
Let's find out what's going on with the Chamber.
Let me find
Lots going on with the Chamber all the time.
All the time. Let me find
all the time. She's sitting here looking at her smartphone.
I know.
Trying to get some knowledge.
Well,
from
that's
it.
what happens whenever you're third on the list. You're scrambling at the last minute. It's going okay. Thursday, February 9th at 4 p.m., there's going to be a ribbon cutting and open house for Life, and that's going to be at 213 West J. L. Tire Street in Scriven. And Life is a center for people who, I believe, are trying to transition out of, certain phases of life and become independent again. On February 15th at 9 a.m., we'll have the Chamber Board of Directors meeting, and I don't know if they usually advertise that, but it's here, so I'm
we'll just
going to
go ahead and
mention it.
Yep. Remind some of those board directors.
That's right. February 16th at 11 a.m., we're going to have the quarterly member luncheon, and this time we're going to hear about the state of education. That also is at Coastal Pines Technical College in the Polytech Center, and again, that's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Right.
On February 24th at 6 p.m., we're going to have the Young Professionals Network do a 70s disco trivia night at Omaha Steak and Seafood, and that begins at 6 p.m. And everybody's encouraged to dress in 70s garb and just come, just come and have fun, see if you can win that trivia contest and just have a good time and meet others, meet other young professionals and network and just, we're hoping this will be a way to get younger professionals more involved in the community and the chamber and, in leadership in Wayne County.
Okay.
And then lastly, but not leastly, on February 28th at 4 p.m., we're going to have a ribbon cutting for my daughter and me. They are moving into a new location on Macon Street into the old City Hall, and that's at 106 South Macon Street. So that ribbon cutting, again, will be at 4 p.m.
All right.
And that's what's going on in February for the Chamber.
Lots going on. Well, Candy, we appreciate you coming in.
Yes.
Bob?
Thank you for having me.
I thought you said something. I guess I'm hearing things. So anything else, Candy? That's it?
That's
it.
Let me think. Can I speak to the farmers market for just a second?
Go right ahead. Talk about farmers market.
Okay. We're excited that the farmers market has a new market manager this year. Amanda Ryan is our new manager, and she is busy recruiting vendors, and she is in charge of setting up our annual fundraiser, which you've heard. We've been here before with Jeff for Barbecue and Blues.
Right.
So that's going to be the first Saturday in April, and I'm sorry, off the top of my head, I don't know that date, but I believe that will be the first Saturday in April, and then the following Friday the market will open its season. So that's coming up really quick.
Okay, well, we look forward to getting Amanda in here and perhaps maybe you and talk about the upcoming event there on the what's the name of the event again?
Barbecue and Blues.
Barbecue and Blues coming up on the first Saturday in April.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fundraiser for the farmers market, and then they open up the following Friday.
That's
for
right.
all those goodies.
We're excited.
Okay. Well, Candy, we look forward to all the chamber events, the farmers market opening up. And anytime y'all need to come on, we'll be glad to have you on.
Yes, and we appreciate that so much.
All right. Take care. All right. We'll be back more of the world famous Butch and Bob show in a moment.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Good morning. We appreciate you tuning in to Big Dog Country here on this Tuesday morning. It is the 7th day of February. Bob, we're just 1 week away from Valentine's Day. So all the sweethearts out there just making plans for it. Got some great restaurants around here. They're going to have some good Valentine's dinners next Tuesday night. So we encourage you to go to a local restaurant here in town. Let's come have some good, great stuff going on. And speaking of restaurants, I hadn't had a chance to get out the Vans barbecue yet. I guess they got their dining room open now.
Yep. I was out there for last Friday. Beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Very nice.
Okay, go check it out. The new dining area there at Vans Barbecue on the Savannah Highway here in Jesup, right at the base of the 301 bypass.
Got several nice TVs in there. So it's nice restaurant.
Okay.
Nice building.
Still got the front porch area?
Yep.
We got the porch and then the dining area. Okay, sounds good. Good eating out there at Van's Barbecue. 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. Well, a very interesting county council meeting last night, Bob. Long, huh? You still got more to. You had a long story this morning. You still got more to talk about tomorrow.
It covered a lot of topics, a lot of subjects. So.
A lot of things went on at the county council meeting, and we've got all that on our local newscast that we'll have again today around 12:15 and around 5:15, and later today it'll be podcast and put on our website at bigdogcountry.com, bigdogcountry.com. Just go down to the B&B show, and it'll be there along with today's Butch and Bob show and sports right here on Big Dog Country Radio. What else is going on, Bob? Anything at all?
Yeah, Wayne County baseball tonight. Looking forward to that.
That's right.
Seeing how the team looks. They'll scrimmage before the season gets underway on Thursday because Appleton's bringing a very good baseball team over here Thursday night. So the season gets underway Thursday, but scrimmage tonight. I'm sure Coach McDonald will pitch a lot of pitchers. And, that's what he does during scrimmage, one pitcher each inning. So we'll see 6 or 7 pitchers tonight on that mound, see how the pitching looks, and see how the hitting goes. Effingham County coming in for a scrimmage at 6 o'clock. We'll have it for you here on Big Dog Country FM 105.5. So good night. Weather forecast looks good. Temperatures going up to the 70s today. So should be a nice night at the ballpark.
A great night for baseball, and the game can be heard right here on 105.5 FM, and as we'll do with all the Wayne County varsity football baseball games, the baseball games will be streamed out our website at bigdogcountry.com, bigdogcountry.com, and you can just click on live stream, and there the game will be, in addition to being here on 105.5 FM, just like our morning show here on WIFO. It's also streamed live down our website at bigdogcountry.com.
Feeling better about my Kansas City Chiefs because I heard last night on AM 1370 Fox Sports that 73% of the quarterbacks that wear single digits lose the Super Bowl. So that's good news.
So you're going by the old single-digit number thing, huh?
I mean, I know Nick Foles won a Super Bowl for Philadelphia with single digits, but I'm looking for anything.
That's stretching, Bob. That's stretching right there.
That's strong, 73%. That's pretty good percentage right there.
That is a pretty good percentage. That just means the better quarterbacks have been wearing double digits.
I just like Kansas City. I like the Chiefs, AFC, Andy Reid, so Patrick Mahomes. I'm going best quarterback in the game, best coach in the game. So that's a good combination. So go Chiefs.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I said, that's good. I like that.
That's good right there, man. Stretch for anything, Bob. Stretch for anything.
73%. That's a high percentage. I like that. They keep saying Jalen Hurts' shoulders hurt, too. I don't know if that's true or not. But
it was, but then I thought it was better by now.
I mean, they interviewed him after the game, in the championship game. He said it was fine, but word insiders say his shoulder's still banged up a little bit, so who knows. Should be a good game. Looking forward to it. Sunday, 6:30. Out in Arizona.
We'll just call some of your back room guys there in Vegas and get the scoop on it there, Bob.
Right, I'll do it.
Okay. They'll let you know.
I'm anti-Philadelphia anyway, so anything against Philadelphia's good. Go Chiefs.
The team or the city, Bob?
The whole place.
The whole place?
I'm a diehard Steeler fan.
I know you're from Pittsburgh area.
We don't like anything
about Philadelphia.
The cheesecakes are pretty good though.
Yeah, the cheese, and of course all the Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
Cheesesteak sandwiches are pretty good, but that's about it. That and a Liberty Bell, Rocky statue. That's about the only
They call it the city of brotherly love, but they ain't no brotherly love out of Philadelphia. I mean, geez.
They boo Santa Claus.
I know, they booed Santa Claus. Jeez.
Go Chiefs.
All right. Super Bowl coming up this Sunday. I understand from listening to Fox Sports this morning coming in that Brady did an interview with Colin, the sports talk guy on Fox.
Colin Hurd.
What's that?
The Hurd Report.
The Hurd Report. Yeah, the Hurd Report. Call it. And that he has talked to Fox, and they are set possibly for 2024 for him to come on and start being an analyst.
You see how much money he's going to make?
Yeah, but he kind of, and then of course the host this morning was talking about the fact that maybe that's just he's waiting to 2024. He's not doing anything for the Super Bowl, which is shocking. Here you are, you're gonna get paid these millions of dollars. Everybody would like to know what Brady has to say about the two teams, the two defenses and the teams. He's not going to say a word apparently, unless things change between now and Sunday. He's going to miss that opportunity to be in front of millions of people, which is no big deal to him. He's been in front of millions of people many times before, and he's going to wait a year, and that just goes with his theory that he put out the day that Brady said he was going to retire the day after. That he's going to keep himself open to perhaps maybe coming in and being a late season a guy that the teams call and say, hey, our starter just got hurt. We need a quality person to come in here, and he'll pick and choose on which of the top teams that has the best playoff options to go to be their filling quarterback while the starter is out, maybe during week 13, 14, 15, somewhere along there.
I don't believe any of that. But he's done. He's retired. He's done. He just doesn't want to step on Gronk's toes. Gronk's at Fox, so I mean, he's letting Gronk handle the Super Bowl. So he just don't want to step on his friend's toes. So,
and Greg,
they just
also,
need to team. They just need to team those two guys up. That'd probably be a good comedy routine, Gronk and Brady. So
yeah, probably so. Yeah, they got good chemistry together.
Yeah, so they both were in that movie '80s for Brady. So it's a good movie.
So, but he just said he wants to make sure that he does it the best he can, and so he's going to spend a year getting ready to get into the booth. And so we'll see what happens with him. Is he, if he's going to stay in football shape, then he's got to be out there doing some practices as a receiver somewhere. So just keep an eye on him to see if he does this during the course of the year to get ready to come in as a last minute substitute at the end of the year when, well, San Francisco could have used him this year. So many teams could have.
I just don't believe that's.
Don't think that's it.
I just think that's something they threw out there.
Well, that's what every host has their own opinions.
I think he's retired for good. So I think he just wants to spend time with his kids and family and enjoy life for a year before going into broadcast. Plus, he's probably one of those sticklers. He probably wants to make sure he does it right.
Yeah, that's what he said. He wants to make sure he does it right.
Probably just doesn't want to jump in there. So he'd like Sean Payton and be awful.
Do what now?
I mean, Sean Payton's just been awful on TV.
Oh, yeah.
He's going back to coaching, which he needs
like
to go.
Drew Brees was. Drew was not good on there either.
It's terrible, yeah. So
you think you can just get on there and kid around and not give it, be able to articulate everything, but it's not as easy as people think it is. Yeah, so, he wants to spend time with family. He wants to do other things that are important in his life right now, plus get himself ready to be good when he goes on the air in 2024, possibly. So we'll see. I still can't believe he's not going to do anything for this year's Super Bowl, but that's his prerogative, his life. There's going to be enough said about the game anyway. I mean, how much talking can you do about one sporting event?
They're going to do it. They got 11
hours to fill.
11 hours of coverage.
They've already started this week. They had the get-together party last night, the welcoming party last night. They'll have media day one of the day this week. I'm not sure what day that is this now during Super Bowl week. And then all kinds of, the routine of Super Bowl. Yeah. You went to many of them.
Like I said, they got a lot. Like I said, if you want to hear some good interviews, just tune into AM 1370 because those guys on the radio road, they get all the big celebrities and big athletes. I think Trevor Lawrence will be out there. They'll be interviewing him this week. Quarterback for the Jaguars. So
when I get off the air at 9 o'clock, I'll be listening to our AM station, WIFO-FM 1370 AM, the Dan Patrick, and then I'll listen to Jim Rome. Dan Patrick, he gets his own studio. They make his own studio now. Jim Rome and the rest of them are on Radio Row, but Patrick's big enough where he gets his own studio there. He's big time, and but both of them had great guests on yesterday. Dan Patrick from 12 to noon, and Jim Rome from noon to 3, and then Rich Eisen from 3 to 5, and then 7 to 9 here on Big Dog Country. All right, so the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. Bob's still leaning toward Kansas City. I guess he'll keep that all week long. We'll see by Friday.
I've already made my decision.
You made your decision, not changing at all.
I'm going to Kansas City.
You got your Georgia red on, so it could be just as good as the Kansas City red, right?
I said I'm going with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
I don't care what the experts say.
Is the line still about?
It's 1.5.
1.5 for Philadelphia?
Which is kind of
How do you pick on this? I mean, this is one of those games there's no clear favorite on this.
If the Eagles are so good, why aren't they favored by a field goal? At least that's what seems like a trap.
Well, I think a lot of people are like you. The guys that are setting the line there. You got Andy Reid, and you got it's hard to pick against Mahomes.
They keep saying Philadelphia's the dominant team. They said they got the better offense, better defense. So
but Mahomes he's only won one Super Bowl. He's been there 4 times, and he's only won three times, and he's won one. So it's not a sure thing that they're going to win when they get in the Super Bowl. They've been,
He's motivated.
He's motivated.
I saw the interview with him yesterday. He's still mad about losing the last time he was there. So I think he's got.
That was the Tampa Bay, wasn't it? Or who was that
Bay.
to?
It was Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay with Brady a couple of years ago.
Yep. He's been to 5 straight AFC title games, so I just think he's the best quarterback in the league. So I think he finds a way to win that ball game Sunday.
And so his ankle's okay?
I hope so.
He's talking about Jalen Hurst's arm. What about his ankle, his shoulder? What about his arm?
I'm more worried about his receiver. He doesn't have many receivers. They all got hurt.
He didn't have any receivers?
They all got hurt in the championship game. Miko Hardman's going to definitely not play, so don't know about Juju and the other ones, but haven't really
juice him up and let him play.
Got the update
Shoot
on those
him up,
guys.
let him play.
The running game's going to be good. Look for McKinnon from Georgia Southern to be a big factor in that ball game.
And he plays
for Kansas City running back.
McKinnon. Former Georgia Southern Eagle.
Yeah.
McKinnon for Kansas City.
I think the running game for the Chiefs is going to be the key.
That's another good reason to pull for the Chiefs. You got a Georgia Southern running back there.
Yeah.
McKinnon.
He's a good one.
All right. Well, Bob, we're out of time.
Look it up.
Have a good day. World famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, brought to you by O'Quinn & Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Van's Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.